What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Marks. So this is your match preview for the game against Burnley in the League Cup second round tie coming this Wednesday on the 25th. It's 7:45 kickoff at St James's Park, and of course we are once again getting advantage of a home tie. This is the third successive season that it has happened, and the sixth time in 7 years that we have been able to play in this round of the Cup at home. Of course, last season we won 1-0 against Blackburn Rovers and made it all the way to the quarterfinals of the League Cup before losing on the 66th minute to a 1-0 defeat to, of course, Brentford, and that one goal was scored by De Silva. Now, before we get into the preview for this game against Burnley, I do want to mention something that was in the news for Newcastle United, and of course it was announced on Saturday. Sad news, of course, that former Newcastle United player and coach Terry McDermott has been diagnosed with dementia. Confirming the news, the 69-year-old said, "I got to get on with it, and I will. It's the way I've been brought up. Nothing has come to me easily. I'm not frightened of taking it on, and also, as we've seen, there are a lot of former players in a worse state than me. Battling is second nature. The worst thing was, until my condition was diagnosed, you don't know what's going on." The number of ex-players, of course, being diagnosed with dementia or Alzheimer's is frightening. And of course, McDermott is the third member of Newcastle's 1974 FA Cup side to have been diagnosed with dementia, following, of course, on from John Tudor and Tommy Cassidy. He was present, of course, at Anfield to see Liverpool play against Burnley on Saturday, as the news was confirmed. Meanwhile, Terry's son Greg McDermott was part of Newcastle's first team support staff at Aston Villa on the Saturday, where of course we ended up getting a defeat. All I want to say is stay strong, Terry, and you will always be one of our own. So let's move on, of course, to the preview for the game against Burnley. Now, it's an all Premier League tie against Burnley on Wednesday night at St James's Park, and of course we have heard now that Sean Dyche has said that he's going to make some changes, of course, to his side. So hopefully that'll benefit us going into the game. Game does have to be decided on the night as well. There is no extra time. There's no extra time anymore thanks to the new rules. So it's got to be penalties to make the decision. So hopefully, we can see Newcastle win the game before any of that happens. That would be absolutely amazing. But of course, we are on a bit of a downer at the moment with, of course, not getting a win in the league yet. We lost the opening day game against West Ham 4-2. We lost 2-0 against Aston Villa on the Saturday just gone there. And of course, this game is coming at quite a quick turnaround with we're only just playing that game on Saturday and this being, of course, the Wednesday. So there's only been about 4 days break for the players. Of course, we all know that Steve Bruce won't have had the players in training on the Sunday. They'll probably went into training today, and then they'll probably get one more day of training, maybe tomorrow, and then of course the game. But I don't think there'll be a day of training tomorrow, with it of course being the day before the match. So probably only one day of training, in that 4-day period, and that's not good. That's not really helping the players get any fitness levels up, for the rest of this season, and helping with to build that fitness up in the team as well, get the confidence up in the team, integrate some of the new lads like Joe Willock, who's, of course, he was here last season on loan, but he's now a permanent signing for the club. Coming in for a fee of 25 million, small amount of money plus add-ons. in that, of course, looking at the previous one, like I say, we won 1-0 against Blackburn Rovers last time out, and made it all the way to the quarterfinals of the competition last season before finally being beaten by Brentford, which was unfortunate because, you know, we did have quite a bit of mentality in the team to be able to push past that. But again, Steve Bruce's poor selection for the lineup cost the game and cost we're progressing through into the semi-finals of the Cup. And, you know, we've been hearing a lot from Steve Bruce that he wants to improve and wants to impress in the Cups. Then show with what you've got, you know. If you want to do that, then show with that you can make Newcastle go far in the Cup competitions, because yes, we made it through to the quarterfinals, but then you fell at the last hurdle with a stupid selection of players to play against the Championship side in Brentford. Yes, they're playing in the Premier League now, but they were a Championship side when we played them last season at theirs. All I've got to say is, you know, I'll be in attendance for this game with my family. It's been a while since I've been at St James's Park. The last time I was there was, of course, the last time we were all there actually was for the game against Oxford. I believe it was in the FA Cup 4th round. And of course, you know, since then, everybody hasn't been able to go to the stadiums with the whole pandemic that has been going on in the world and still is going on. But we do have the privilege now of being able to go back into the stadiums and watch the games live. And at the moment, you know, us Newcastle United fans haven't really had anything to shout about, and it would be great to go to St James's on Wednesday night and see, you know, Newcastle United coming away from the game winners. Even if it was only a 1-0 against them, you know, I'd be going home happy knowing that, you know, we're progressing through into the next round of the Cup. Of course, the draw for the next round of the Cup, for the third round, will be after the West Brom Arsenal game, which of course has been picked for television coverage, which is of course after Newcastle's game later on that night. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Hopefully, you know, Newcastle go in with a pretty good selection of players. What has been said so far from Steve Bruce is that, you know, he's looking at players like Jeff Hendrick, Dwight Gale, Javi Manquillo, you know, and to me, them players do not scream a progressive thought. You know, I want to see players like Maxi getting picked, Wilson getting picked. You know, we need to have some first team players getting in there. Mainstays in the first team need to be playing in this game. At the end of the day, it is an all Premier League tie and they have to be playing. We need big first team players in this team. The referee for the game is Oliver Langford. There's going to be no VAR, which is strange, to be honest, considering that it is a Premier League ground. It's two Premier League teams playing against each other. But according to EFL rules, there's no VAR in operation at this stage of the League Cup, which I find that very, very strange, to be honest. But at the end of the day, I don't quite understand how they keep changing these rules. The ref will be Oliver Langford. His third senior competitive game for Newcastle for the Whistler from the West Midlands, following on from a League Cup 1-0 win for Newcastle over Gillingham in 2014. And of course, he also presided over a 2-1 home loss to Huddersfield Town in the 16-17 Championship campaign, which we all know that game, it wasn't great. There was quite a few dodgy calls in there, so hopefully, you know, he has improved quite a bit since that match. But let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Any Burnley fans that are watching, please also let us know your thoughts down in the comments below heading into this game. And anybody who is going to the game, like myself and my family, then make sure to enjoy it. Stay safe. Also, it might be on TV. I'm not too sure. but if it's not, there's still tickets available from what I know of. The £10 for adults and £5 concessions, and then doubling to £20 adult and £10 concessions on the match day. Anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below for the game on Wednesday, and I'll see you all next time. I'll let that.